So hi there, and in this video I have ordered a beehive and it's come here in this box and it's in the flat, and I'm going to open it up and show you the different parts that have been shipped and how it has been shipped to me. And then later on I'm going to show you how to assemble the hive and get it ready to take bees. Okay, so I'm just going to open it up here and see what is inside. And I've ordered this hive from a company in Ireland called Donegal Bees. So we'll just see what they've sent me. Now, they do send it out very quickly, so within a couple of days you can have your beehive. And once you have a hive, and once you set it all up, then that's a huge step forward on the road to becoming a beekeeper. Because the hive is the fundamental piece of equipment that we all need. Now, let's have a look. Okay. And we're seeing the roof on top. This is of course their brochure, all the various products that you can get from them. So all the equipment manufacturers will have a similar type of brochure, chock full of equipment. Not saying that you need most of it, you don't. Just in terms of the hive then, what I ordered in here, I ordered some extra tin for National Hive roofs, and I ordered 3 pieces. So they're €4 each. So this is the tin. So some of my other roofs are becoming kind of, I suppose, dilapidated. So I'm going to repair some of my other hives. So this is some tin for the roofs. I have 3 pieces of that. I'm going to take those out. So it's great to get them. Okay, so that's the 3 extra bits. And the rest, what I ordered here was a National Hive pack with 1 super included. So basically comes with everything for a National Hive, including 1 super. And these are the frames. So you can see the frames in the flat there. And these are the components of the hive. It all comes kind of flat packed and put together like this. This is the super box. That when I assemble all these components together, it's going to result in 1 super box. So that's the components of the super box. And this one, it's a deeper, you can see it's wider than the super box. The super box is shallower. So this is the brood box here. The brood box. They have included a queen excluder. That's the queen excluder there. Plastic queen excluder. It's not a particularly great one, but it'll do. Crown board. This is the crown board, or the cover board that goes on the top of the beehive. So they've included that. And down here, okay, is the floor. So this is the floor here, and this is a kind of an insert that pulls out and for catching the varroa. So you can see the floor here, and actually this is from the bottom side of it, so when I turn it upside down it'll look kind of more like you'll see it on the hive. And these are some extra components like nails, some of the frames. These are the frames here. These are super frames. And these are runners for the frames to run across. And they also give you instructions on how to assemble the hive, okay, and how to assemble the frame. So very, very useful to have these drawings, and as a beginner you'll be able to follow these in terms of assembling the beehive. So that's great. As I said, some additional frames. That's the entrance block for the floorboard, or for the floor. And I'll just show you that now in a second. And these are bee escapes. These are bee escapes. So basically, on the crown board, these will go in here. And you know, when you want to clear, for example, the super, the bees, you know, if you put this between, the super is here and the brood box is here. Now if you want to take off the honey super, you put in these things here. These are porter bee escapes. The bees go down in here and they come out in the brood box, but they can't go back up. It's like a one-way valve. So I'm going to show you all this at a later point in the course, but I'm just showing you now because they've supplied it with the beehive, the complete beehive. Okay, so I'm going to take out these components here and put them to one side, the nails, and then I'm going to reinsert this. This is just for sampling varroa, this insert here. It's just a piece of plastic that goes in there. But basically, that's the floor then, and let me get that floor board, or that insert there, so you can see where the entrance block, this is the entrance block. So the bees enter here, and then you can remove this in the summertime and you know, narrow the entrance perhaps in the autumn time, when perhaps there's going to be a lot of wasps around, or you know, you just want to reduce the size of the entrance to allow the bees to defend it better. So you can insert this block. And this is a varroa floor, so the mites fall down here and then they can't climb back up into the hive. And then you can count them on this floor here. You can pull out that insert to assess the number of varroa in the hive. Okay, so that's the floor. And the final piece then is the roof. Okay, so lots of packaging. Oh, and that's the roof of the hive. So a nice deep heavy roof, so it's not going to blow off in a storm. So that's great. So that's the components of a hive. And then the frames. And I showed you earlier frames from, these are more the brood frames. These are the super frames. You can see super frames are shallower here, a shallower distance, and the brood frame is a deeper frame. So this is the brood frame, this is the super frame. Okay, and these have to be assembled, and I'm going to show you how to put all these together. And very importantly, in this package then is going to be the wax foundation sheets. So you need to be able to assemble the frames and to put in the foundation sheets. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. So basically, we're going to get this hive assembled. We're going to put it together, assemble the frames, and we're going to put in the foundation sheets and get it painted and get it ready to go to accept a colony of bees, and perhaps even a swarm of bees, or else a nucleus of bees. Now you can see the foundation sheets there. We have this one is the super sheets, foundation sheets, wired foundation sheets, super, and they're for the super frames. And these ones are the brood frames, the deeper frames. Okay, and this is a national beehive. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to take these foundation sheets and I'm going to keep them safe and cool in my room in the house, because these ones can be damaged very easily. If you leave them in the sunshine or anywhere, hot, they can be damaged because they can warp. So the best thing to do is keep them somewhere nice at a nice cool temperature, like in your room. So if I leave them in this shed here, this is a kind of it has perspex walls. It's a kind of a glass house. They'll definitely become damaged. So I don't want to do that because they'll become warped and misshapen, and that would be a disaster. I'd have to buy more. So I'm going to take these away first thing, and then we're going to put the beehive together. We're going to nail it together, glue it together, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, thank you. So in this video then we have looked at the parts of the hive as they might arrive in the flat when you order the hive. And in the next video we're going to assemble the beehive, and we're going to paint it and get it ready for bees. So see you in the next activity.